Let's get started now, playing by ear, all right? The very first thing that we're going to do, and we're going to learn, is we're going to learn our keys. We're going to learn our keys. Now, a lot of people look at this keyboard, the whole keyboard, and they say, oh, Pastor, they said, do I have to learn the whole keyboard to play? And the answer is no. We only have to learn 12 keys. 12 keys. 5 black keys, which I call our sharps and flats, and 7 white keys, which I call naturals. If you learn those 12, then you'll know all the other 12. If you know this 12, of course, you'll know this 12. And if you know this 12, you'll know this 12. And on and on and on. If the keyboard went all the way down the block, it would still only be 12 keys. I laughingly tell some people sometimes that God does things so amazingly. You listen to orchestras who do beautiful, big music, like 250-piece orchestras, and then everybody's playing. It sounds so melodious and so full, and they're only playing and practicing or rehearsing 12 keys. That's how magnificent God is and what He did with His music. But He also made it so simple. It's not rocket science. People have made it rocket science. It's not rocket science. There's a method to the madness, so to speak. All right? Now, let's deal with our white keys first. Our white keys, again, are called naturals. And we use the alphabet. We use A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. The white keys are called natural. You can call them A natural, G natural, C natural, whatever you like to call them. Or you can just call them by their regular name, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What I like to say is the white keys have the power to lend their names to the black keys. The black keys are called sharps and flats once again. They have to borrow their names from the white keys. And they use a rule that I like to use. And here's your first thing that I'd like for you to write down. Actually, the second thing, because the first thing, of course, is the white keys are called naturals. The second rule I'd like for you to write down is everything to the right is sharp. Everything to the right is sharp. Now, when you write the word sharp, I want you to also start using our symbols. The symbol for sharp is like a slanted number sign. And I want you to write that right next to the sharp. The word sharp. Everything to the right is sharp. Now, the next rule that you'll write down is everything to the left is flat. Now, again, everything to the left is flat. And I'd like you to now, next to the word flat, I'd like you to make a symbol that we show. It's like a bee with its belly stuck up in the air. Okay? That's the symbol for flat. So we're going to start getting used to writing with our symbols and not the words sharp and flat. Well, you may say, Pastor, well, what do you mean by everything to the right is sharp? Well, if we'll go here where we call this middle C. Middle C is called middle C because it's in the middle of the keyboard or the organ, the piano. And you'll see middle C. You'll find middle C in what we call the middle of the keyboard or the piano. And if you look at the 2 black keys, it sits off to the left of the 2 black keys. You'll find your C. There's a C here. If you go and find another set of 2 black keys, you'll find a C sitting over to the left. If you go this way, you'll find it sitting over to the left. We're going to use the one in the middle.
Yo, you made me